Welcome back to Oral Insights, the podcast dedicated to enhancing your cosmetic dentistry practice. Today, we're tackling a challenge many of you face, making photos in your email sequences look professional, not awkward. Joining us is Herman Mack, a renowned expert in dental marketing and visual communication. Herman, thank you for being here.
It's a pleasure, Noah. This topic resonates deeply because visuals are so powerful, yet often misused in marketing emails. Cosmetic dentists have incredible transformations to showcase, but if photos feel forced or out of place, they can actually detract from the message, creating a disconnect instead of building trust.
That's so true. There's a fine line between impactful and intrusive. What makes it so difficult for practitioners to get this right?
Often, it's a lack of understanding about composition, context, and technical optimization. They have stunning clinical results, but translating that into a compelling email visual requires a different skill set. We'll dive into how to bridge that gap today.
Let's dive into the cornerstone of cosmetic dentistry marketing. How can dentists use these effectively without making them look overly staged or too salesy, which can actually deter potential patients?
Excellent question, Noah. The secret is authenticity and storytelling. Instead of just a stark side-by-side, consider showing a subtle journey or focusing on the patient's emotional transformation. Use consistent lighting, angles, and backgrounds for both photos to create a natural comparison. A slightly softer, natural filter helps avoid that overproduced look. The goal is to spark curiosity and empathy, making the viewer imagine their own potential transformation rather than feel pressured by a hard sell.
So it's less about the perfect clinical shot and more about the human element. What about placement? Where should these powerful images sit within an email?
Exactly. For placement, think natural reading flow. An engaging photo often works best after a short, intriguing headline or a brief introductory paragraph that sets the stage for the visual reveal. Avoid placing a large image right at the top, pushing critical text below the fold, especially on mobile, which is a common mistake.
That's a crucial point about mobile. Beyond initial placement, what are the technical considerations for ensuring images don't just look good, but also perform well in an email? Loading fast and being mobile-friendly.
This is where many practices stumble. First, always optimize your image file size. High-resolution photos are great for print, but for email, they need smart compression without losing quality. Many online tools can help. Second, ensure your email template is responsive. Images should automatically resize to fit any screen, desktop or smartphone. Nothing screams unprofessional like an image that breaks the layout or takes forever to load, frustrating recipients.
I've definitely seen those slow-loading emails. How do we make visuals feel polished yet natural, avoiding that stock photo generic feel while maintaining professionalism?
It comes down to consistency in visual branding and using real high-quality patient photos, with consent, always. Use your brand colors subtly in backgrounds or borders. A consistent photo style across all your emails creates a cohesive, trustworthy experience. Avoid over-editing or generic imagery that doesn't reflect your practice's unique, authentic approach.
So, by focusing on authenticity, smart placement, and technical optimization, we're not just making emails look better, we're building trust. How directly does this translate into patients actually booking consultations?
Directly, Noah. Visuals are often the first thing people process. If your images are high quality, authentic, and professionally presented, they instantly communicate competence and care. Patients trust what they see. When they perceive your work as polished and genuine, it subconsciously builds confidence in your expertise, making them more likely to take the next step. Awkward or poorly integrated photos create friction. Seamless, beautiful visuals remove it, paving the way to a booked consultation.
That makes perfect sense. Herman, this has been incredibly insightful. For our listeners who want to skip the trial and error and have high-converting email sequences designed for them, where can they turn?
For those looking for expertly crafted email sequences that genuinely turn photos into booked consultations, I highly recommend visiting skilledcopywriters.com. They specialize in this exact area and can ensure your visuals are not just beautiful, but strategically effective. Thank you for having me, Noah.
And thank you, Herman Mack, for sharing your invaluable expertise. That's all for today's episode of Oral Insights. Keep those emails visually stunning and those calendars full.